Go. Is this your first time? Ara. Brantkin, you're scaring me. Custodial sciences, baby. It's the best kind of science. Okay. It's not going to take a whole lot of video game skill to get a PB, but it's still not guaranteed, so everyone, please stay in your seats, buckle up, and hope for the best here. Haha, I made that jump. I usually don't make that jump. What exactly is the CEO supposed to be? Some sort of demon? It's funny you would mention that because we've had discussions about that in my chat before. I never did mention it on stream, but the first time I played through the game, that's what I thought she was. And then like people were just casually mentioning her being a cat, and I was like, oh, she kind of does look like a cat. I guess she's just supposed to be a cat because the name of the company is Cat and Frog, right? So she's one of the like founding members or something like that. But then H Shroom, someone who's in my chat pretty often, kept coming up with reasons why she's not a cat, and it got pretty convincing. So I really don't know what the president is supposed to be. Got that coin. So I guess for people who haven't seen Kero Blaster, I should explain some things. This is Kero Blaster, and you play as a frog, and you work for a company called Cat and Frog. And I think that's the bulk of the explaining out of the way. I mean, honestly, Cat and Frog. Hold right to speedrun, kind of. This game is actually fairly tough to speedrun. I'm not good at it at all. I don't think it's all that tough to get a decent time in this game, but it's tough to get a really good time in this game. But I guess you can say that about a lot of games, so whatever. Aw, thank you, Fire. I do my best to have a not too annoying voice. I almost missed that last cycle. That would have been pathetic. Both of my competitors, Magma Peach and Hidden Distance, I believe Hidden Distance does, they kill that boss in one less cycle than me. Both of them have... Hidden Distance is the world record holder, and I said that backwards. Magma Peach has the world record, and Hidden Distance has a good time. So I'm basically just like the punching bag of this race. Which I'm fine with. Why does Cat and Frog want you to shoot plants? Because the plants are messing with their teleporters. And that's pretty much your job, is to maintain or clean up the company's teleporters. Well, I know you said this like several minutes ago, Seeking, but I wasn't paying attention to chat. But yeah, I mean, the president still does kind of look like a cat. I don't know. It's up for debate. It was intentionally left vague, so it could be open to interpretation. Basically, what I'm saying is anyone who thinks Dark Souls has deep lore hasn't played Kero Blaster. Oops. During that last cutscene, the cat scientists gave me a heart jar, which you can basically think of as a fairy in a bottle. If I die, it prevents me from dying and gives me up to 4 hearts of life. Ideally, you hang on to it for as long as you can, but I'm gonna lose it pretty quick. No doubt about it. I'm teaching Seeking how to run it right now. It's Kermit and Miss Piggy, obviously. That's not exactly how you're supposed to do that. Here you upgrade, oops, wrong weapon. You upgrade your fan to the wide. I'm also gonna grab another heart container. So I mean, as you can see, there are shops in this game where you can upgrade your stuff with money. You can technically farm in this game, and I'm actually going to be doing a slight amount of farming, but ideally in a speedrun you don't do any. I'm going to be doing some because I get more hearts than Magma Peach or Hidden do, because I just need them to survive. I'm just not as good at the bosses to survive without them. Oops. Oh god. What a waste of time that is. Oh man. Frogs do not. Frogs apparently do not like mud. Yeah, Seeking. That's the idea. The screens with birds on them are no trouble if you just walk backwards. And there is no detriment to walking backwards. It doesn't seem to be any slower. This boss's spawning position is based on your position, so you want to kind of like make sure you're where you give the boss plenty of room to run, you know, so you can get as much damage in during each cycle. Ooh, I thought I could kill him that cycle, but I was wrong. My mashing just isn't good enough. I got transcoding again? Make up your mind. So now I got the bubbler. The bubble. It's not actually a very good weapon, even though it's cool. I'm not going to be upgrading it at all. I didn't hit my hinterland split. I'm surprised nobody mentioned it. Actually, somebody probably did mention it, and I just didn't see it. Aha, Seeking mentioned it right when I mentioned nobody mentioning it. Sick. Yeah, Splits and I do not get along in any game that I play. Oops. So this is the XOXO Hotel, and it has the chillest background music ever. Chill background music, I think, is Kero Blaster in a nutshell. But I don't know, something about this stage. Well, you can cut a lot of time over my PB just from not getting a game over on the final boss, which I can probably do tonight. Remains to be seen. Actually, the last time I streamed this game, I got a game over on the final boss and still almost PB'd. This boss is no challenge at all. I waited just a bit for those two tumbleweeds on either side to spawn so I could get their drops. You can actually kill the boss before that happens. Oh, no. I do not want to upgrade a weapon. I want to get a heart. I suck at this stage's boss, so I get a heart here where other players don't. Yeah, the final boss of this game is actually really hard by anybody's standards, I think. It's a bit slow to get that Kero because you're spending more time in the water where your movement is slow, but for me I think it's worth it. If you let that bat live long enough, then his scream there will summon a bunch of other bats, and I mean it's not hard to deal with, but it's just slow. So you don't want that to happen, obviously. You beat the K-Doos with less than a minute on a timer. On the timer. I don't know what that means, but I'm proud of you, Toaster. Oh, you did, Keith? I hope you like the System Shock 2 run. I worked hard on it, if I say so myself. This is longer than I usually hold onto the hard jar, by the way, so I'm pretty okay with how this run is going. Probably about to use it. Because this boss... oh, never mind. Oh, Monster Hunter. Probably ought to play a Monster Hunter game sometime. Please get out of the water. You're a frog, you're amphibious, you should not have a hard time dealing with water. So I just got the... I don't actually know what this item is called. I never actually pay attention during the screen when you get it. But it is basically a booster. When you're in the air, you tap jump again, and you'll boost forward just a little bit. It's nothing like the booster in Cave Story, but spamming it is faster than just walking, so it makes things pick up a little bit. Didn't hit my hotel split either. Again, splits and I do not get along and never will. Thinking about getting a Wii U, so... oh, it's a jetpack. That's right. Matt knows the Kero Blaster lore better than I do. I'm gonna go down here to fight this guy, even though you're technically not supposed to, because I want some extra money to buy hearts. Look at him juking me. He's kind of like a little mini-boss, but, I mean, he just gives you 50 coins, which is not actually that much. But it's enough for me to bother. Good. I was hoping that would drop a coin. Sick. Oops. Are you kidding me? I got hit by the rock there because the game took away control of me for a second. But apparently you can still get damaged during that. That's kind of goofy. Yeah, sure, Seeking. I mean, I'm not gonna get a Wii U anytime soon, but eventually. Good coin. Oops. I used safe strats there. Generally, me playing Kero Blaster can be summed up by the phrase safe strats. Yeah, it's a good room seeking. You get a ton of money there for this stage in the game. That's not quite right. Foregoing that extra Kero, because, I don't know. Whatever. I did during my practice run and it was fine. Is everyone on land a runner? No, I guess not. Oh, can I afford this? Yes, I can. This is the quad. And it is the most drastic upgrade in the game, I'm pretty sure. Makes your Y to go from pretty good to just a complete face roller. There is an upgrade after the quad that I just got, but it's not nearly as big of a change as going from the wide to quad. Yeah, the ninja stars are good, but it doesn't seem like that much of a difference to me. I took way longer than I should have to kill that enemy. Yeah, this guy throws money at you. Just leave him alone. It's slower to wait for this wheel, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's easy strats. It's non-risky strats. And you can potentially get more drops this way, which I can definitely use. Alright. Had to focus on mashing there. That's the strat for that boss. Stand on top of it and mash. Oh, you're right, I haven't died yet. Wow. I'm pretty proud of myself too. Let's see if I can hit my split on time this time. I bet I can. Neat. Sick. Yes, I do, K-Mez. Yeah, you woke up. Cool, I got the Dapper jacket. It's protective, warm, and dapper. The pig. Okay, let's see how long I can keep the Dapper. Well, not very long. Oh. That's about as long as I usually keep it, so no disappointment there. Oh, sick. The fridge actually dropped something. My last couple runs it hasn't, so... Ow, really? I didn't expect the icicle aggression. My Jack-o'-lantern is in the race channel. Jack-o'-lantern is another good Kero Blaster runner. Unfortunately didn't make it to the race. Why is there just a stray bubble? Okay, this stage is going better for me than usual. Which isn't saying a lot, but it's saying enough for me to point out. So, I mean, whatever. Quad seems best for killing these fridges because it just kind of melts, not literally melts, that would be the fire, but you know, it does a good job of destroying their projectiles. Slippy's an okay frog. Sometimes you just gotta try your best, slipping around, you know. Okay, this boss. Can go really quick or really slow depending on its positioning mostly. And this is pretty slow, but whatever. You gotta get to the edge of the elevator there. If you start off in the middle of the elevator, then it just won't like register you as being there. Oops, I passed the CNF. The Dapper, I don't know if I can afford, no I definitely can't. You gotta upgrade to the burner here, and I was wondering if I could afford that and the heart container, and I absolutely cannot. But that's okay, I don't really need one. I gave Kero some crap for not being able to get out of the water earlier, but I am not going to give him a hard time for not being able to get out of the snow. Frogs and snow do not mix, and everybody knows that, including me. Oh god, get over the thing. Come on! Ugh! If you can't tell on the stream, there's like a really heavy gust blowing on this screen. So you're constantly just going slow and being pushed back by the wind. Ooh, he almost got me. Yeah, System Shock 2 has continually evolved, and there's actually a new skip since I set that record. It's not huge, but it can save a decent chunk of time. Like, I could reliably get a worse run and still get a PB just because of the skip. Kero jump. You know, I just realized I still have the life jar, which is... This may be the longest I've ever kept the life jar. Okay, that should be good. It is good. Oh, that's not great positioning for me. I didn't damage it much at all. Alright. It's okay, I know where it's gonna be. Oh, okay, I can still hit it from here. It's fine. I failed to get up the ladder. Are you joking? I can't hit it at all. This is a slow fight. There we go. That's good. You can sort of predict... Sorry, I just smacked my mic. You can sort of predict where the next vulnerable spot on that boss is going to be based on the speed at which it's spinning. It's not as random as it probably looks. I was desperate for a PB at that time. Yeah, I wanted to PB before Chino's run at AGDQ, or SGDQ. How long is a decent chunk of time in a 12-minute run? Well, the skip in particular that I'm talking about, I don't actually know how much time it can save, but I would estimate about 20 seconds. I don't split yet. I split when it gets to the next thing. I don't split when I kill the boss. Oh, you were saying that split because it's a good split. Yes, that is a lot of time saved. I think I died to that boss twice actually in my PB. Because I still didn't really know how the boss worked at the time. Can't believe I still have the life jar. I'm gonna hang on to that for dear life. Haha, get it, because whatever. Forget it. Forget everything you've ever heard about me. Except for the negative things. Don't forget those. Because they're true, probably. You've probably heard that I'm bad at video games and I'm slow at life. And it's very true. These crabs are making me nervous, and so is this guy. I'm gonna take this guy slow, I don't want to go over him. Okay, you get a free Kero in here, and I'm gonna take it. Dude, I have 7 Keros. Yeah, it's good seeking. I like the shift in atmosphere this level sets. Probably gonna die to this boss actually. Or lose my jar rather. That was pretty good. Now I just need him to cooperate and open up again. There we go. Cool. Still got the jar. I do indeed debomb. Fortunately, tornado season was a lot more tame than last year. Yes, Ark, you need to forget that. I'm not a cutie at all. Okay, Kero and frog. I mean cat and frog. What am I gonna buy? I'm gonna buy another heart. Easy peasy. Survivability maintained. Kinda need to take it slow throughout this train, because I mean there's just stuff in your way and you can only kill it so fast. If I could match better I could get through here a bit quicker, but... I play this game on keyboard and I mash with my left hand on keyboard, which I'm not as good at with my right. Like, you know, because I've been mashing in Cave Story with my right hand for like a year and a half. But I can tell I'm getting better at mashing with my left, just from playing this game a bit. I'm already improving. I need to get that money. Yo, cool it. Just give me some money. This guy needs to chill out! Oh man, that was close. I want to preserve my hearts because I would like to be able to kill this boss that's coming up on the first try. And at this point, I should be able to make it. Match with my feet. Sounds great. Alright, 4 hearts. I can easily defeat the boss without losing heart jar. And 420 coins. I'm pretty much as prepared as I could possibly be. Partial pro strats engaged. Is a turbo controller allowed? Well, they're considered to be separate categories. Using turbo controllers is a lot more common among Japanese speedrunners. But I mean, you know, they state that they're using turbo. Personally, I don't see the point of using turbo, like, even as someone who's not very good at mashing. I feel like it's an important part of the skill set for speedrunning a game. I mean, like, if you're playing a game where mashing doesn't matter and you just want to for the hell of it, then sure. But I just don't really see the point if it has a significant effect. By not feeling any emotion pop. It's pretty easy, you should try it. I guess that's true, Arc. My wrist actually does hurt right now. Wow, Magma Peach finished with a time of 30:17. That's a really good time. That's not his record. His record's not far below that, though. That's really good. I wonder how Hidden's doing. He's probably gonna dot done any moment now. Unless he's having trouble with the final boss. That's pretty much, even to, you know, players of their caliber, that's the roadblock. But yeah, for those of you who aren't aware... Oh, actually the time that I have in my bottom bar is inaccurate. His record is sub 30 now. His record's 29 something. Still, that's close to his PB. Oops. Oh, you guys saw the time in my bottom bar, and that's 1 second below what he just got, so... I guess I kind of created a false thing. It's not really happening. Okay, if there is anywhere I'm going to lose hard jar, it's going to be in this stage, and that's okay. Well, you know what? I can prevent it. I can avoid it, maybe. 2 hearts left. Let's see what I can do. Forgot this is a bird stage. Ah, I didn't mean to hit the thing. Good hard drop. I'm happy for that. That's fine. I made it. I have the heart jar. Oh! I don't have enough. No, please exit the store. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, that's fine, because I know how to quickly get the money for that heart. Okay. Look, this guy's about to be pissed. RIP. I didn't know the other one was that close. It's fine, I'm still getting the money I need. Problem is, though, I need a heart jar now, and I can't afford it. Actually, I don't need a heart jar. Because I had 8 Keros. I am good to go, actually. I am so good to go, it's ridiculous. Yo, fridges. Check yourself. RIP that heart jar. Oops. It is not my fire. No. I'm gonna go downstairs here because there's a hidden Kero here. Once you have gone downstairs, going upstairs is an ordeal, so just hang in there. I'm basically not reading chat right now, by the way. I just want to focus on dying in this room, so... I lied, by the way, because just as I was saying that, I was glancing at chat, and yes, Bandit Keith, this is made by Cave Story creator, Pixel. It makes me the true soul of Cat and Frog. Should be able to get through this room alive. That was close. Okay. Made it through. And that means I'm going to kill myself. Pew! Oops, wrong way. My office split, by the way, shouldn't exist. I keep forgetting to remove it from my splits. Okay, did pretty good damage. Good. Specialize. Yeah, it's like a more fleshed out version of Zombie. Zombeat is what it's called in this game. In this game's OST. Okay, cool. Now the cool thing about this fight is you basically get a checkpoint halfway through, so if I die in the next phase of the fight, it's fine, because I don't have to do this first phase again. You're welcome, Seeking, but they are not optimal. You should see the way Magma Peach does it. So I'm probably about to die, because I am missing a heart. And I've never... No, that's not true. I have beaten this next phase with 5 hearts, like one time. But only one time, so... We'll see how it goes. Not off to a good start, so... Oh, I didn't know that actually did damage to you when it's in the middle of transforming like that. I don't know why I assumed otherwise, but I did. Like, it's a video game enemy. Of course it damages you when you touch it. Yeah, I'm about to die. Just end it. End it. Okay. So now I'll be going into that phase with 6 hearts. And I also performed, like, way worse than usual, so... Surely I can make this work. Oh, I didn't think that would hit me. RIP me. That guy on the ground. I think those projectiles have bigger hitboxes than I realize. Because I keep thinking I'm going to narrowly dodge them and I don't. Nope, not happening. I had a bad start again. Well, sub 40 is dead, sub 50 is still kicking. I jumped right into that. I did it. Done and split. Whew. Bad run, but a pretty massive PB, so I'm satisfied for now. Too bad, Seeking. I did believe in myself. All the deaths were because I believed in myself. Dang. Should not be scrolling through the dialogue so fast, so you can see the cute ending. These two are afraid that the president will be mad with them because she had one of the parasites as a pet, and they had to destroy it, basically. And here she is. Here's the president. What's she gonna do? Get well soon, Kero, is probably what she said. No, there are no Mimigas in this game. There's nothing in this game directly that's from Cave Story except for Pink, the little pink blob character who looks very similar to some creatures that are in Cave Story that are very, play a very minor role. And I like to think that that alone is just like the slightest hint that they're in the same universe. I mean, lore crafting pixel games. Am I nerdy enough for that? Yes. Yeah, she got a pet fish. I guess also the fact that there are frog people and cat people could be a link to Cave Story, because in Cave Story there are rabbit people. I don't know. Thank you for playing. No, Pixel. Thank you for making. No! If you say no, it puts you in the New Game Plus, and then when you quit out, you can look at your in-game time for your run. 47:21, that's awful. But it's okay because I lied. I actually was satisfied with my playthrough. I was very satisfied.